Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. So, sorry. Kid Socks was up here. This is pigment powder. And guess what? It's got pigment in it. Let me see if I could arrange you better here. Excuse me. Yeah. Alright. So, I wanted to play with the Ocean Jasper from Bead Box Bargains. I'm probably gonna... He's staring at the door. I'll be right back. Sorry. So, I don't know. I wanted to try to bring kind of like the pink out, but now it looks more orange. But see the pink there? So these are the newer ones, I think. And these are the older ones. So there is a difference in color. These are more coppery. And these more lighter. Anyway. Excuse me, I was thinking of using them. I was also thinking of using these, which I may do. Might use these or these. And then I was also thinking of using these. These are like, I think the color is mustard. They are not from Bead Box Bargains. There's something I'm adding to it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So I was going to use the Wheat AB. I was considering the Peach Shimmer. These are, I think these are Magma. I'm not sure. They kind of look like it. Alright, what else could we add to this mix? Maybe some cream seed beads. We can do a drop if we want to. So this is their number before I forget to tell you. No, I'm not affiliated with them. I'm just, my thing is, I have a whole bunch of beads, okay? So I have thousands of dollars invested in beads. But if people can't get what if they can't go out and buy what I'm making and they really like it, what's the sense of showing it? Like, I don't know. Looks like a little peace sign there. Look at that. Can you see that? Where'd it go? There. Anyway. So the cat was in here, so you're kind of probably going to be out of focus, which is par for the course around here. Excuse me. Let's see. This will add a little bit of sparkle to the whole thing. Why, yes. No, you did see me. So I'm using the 8mm. Oops. The 6mm. These bicones, I believe, are 4mm. I can measure them for you. I believe they're 4mm. If I use these guys, they're 4x3s, I believe. But I'll measure that for you as well. And the seed beads are 8/0s. Toho. Yes, the bicones are 4mm. These are always fun to try to measure. Mm-hmm. 4 by 3. Wait a minute. 4 by 3. So you don't have to use these exact colors either. You can switch out the bicones for a different color. You can use a different color seed bead. You can use a different color rondelle. You don't have to use them at all. You could switch these beads out. These would be, I think these are 2mm. So you can switch them out for the seed beads out for a 2mm. Sorry, I'm trying to get myself together here. So I'm going to use, these are rose gold. This is Flex Rate 49. Let me peel this label off. Beadsmith brand beading wire. Sorry. It's 49. So it says premium quality, most flexible. I can't get this other label off, so I can't read what's underneath it. But I was going to use the rose gold spacer beads, like I said, but I'm not sure. I had a whole bunch of different plans in mind, so I'm not sure which way I'm going. If I use the rose gold, I'll probably go with the darker ones. Maybe. No, these are the newer ones. I'll go with them. So I'm going to cut off about 20 inches of my wire. This is really heavy, just so you know. Just want to make sure I get through my beads, okay? Yeah, you're all right. Sometimes these can be a little, and you're all right. Okay, so I'm cutting off 20 inches for my necklace, I think. And then I'll cut off like 10 for the bracelet, but we'll worry about that when we get there. I will use these toggles. That's their number. Let's take you out of the equation. And I could find the other packages of crimp tubes. These are the gold ones. Okay, where's the next ones? Not where we are. I'll be right back. Isn't that funny how they're right in front of your face? You can't see them. So I'll be using number 2, I hope. Crimp tube, bead-align crimp tubes and tubes in copper plated. I'm not sure if these are going to work because they are heavy, and if they don't work, I have other crimp tubes that are larger. That'll fit. Now the question is, do I want to make a drop? I can do that. I'm going to have to find head pins as well. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm probably going to make just a basic probably 5 bead pattern, maybe. Let's see, do I want to throw you in here somewhere? No, not liking that. So I guess I'll put another disclaimer. No, I think I'm going to just stick with the bicone. I have arthritis, so sometimes my hands don't work. It's nothing to do with the products that I'm using. Well, sometimes I have, like, not the best head pins to work with and stuff. Depends on what I'm using at the time. The heck am I looking for here? There we go. So sometimes my hands don't work. It's just the way it is. I think I'll probably wrap this once. Maybe. So also another disclaimer. I don't usually make long necklaces, but if you wanted a long necklace, you can always add more to it. If you're making what I'm making, you could add more. Oh, that was good, right in my face. That's why you're supposed to wear safety goggles. If you are making it and you want it longer, add sections on both sides, extra sections on both sides. And, yeah, that'll lengthen it. So I start in the middle usually because I never know how many sections it's going to be. Oops, to make a, did you hear that crunch? I'm going to leave you just like that. No crunching. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, I'm going to start in the middle because I never know how many sections I'm going to use. And I never know exactly what pattern I'm going to use until I'm doing it. I don't know if these are going to work, but let's see. I think they're too pink. Maybe not. All right, so what would I do here? That way the pink is far enough away from the orange. I think we're going to do something like that. No, do I want to incorporate, or I could do the cream. All right, let's see. We'll string one side with the spacer beads and one side with the seed beads and see which one looks better. These ocean jasper have a lot of colors in them. So I guess it all depends on what you want to pull out in it. Okay, that would be the spacer beads. And let's see you here. I think I'll go with the seed beads. Sorry for the noise. Because that brings out that cream in it too, you know? You know what I mean? So yeah, I believe this is going to be my pattern all the way up. I may change it. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a 3 bead section. That's my arm against the table. We can always do, so here's actually 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a 7 bead section there. So we can always do a section with like a 3 bead section like that. But honestly, I think I might just stick with the 7 beads. Because I really wanted that green. It's like, I guess it's like a spicy mustard color. It's like a greenish, tannish, but I think the color name of these things is mustard, of the rondelles. Yeah, I think I'll do the 7 all the way up. So that will be my pattern, and I will get this strung up, and I'll be back. Sorry, I forgot to mention that when I'm working with gemstones, I try to keep things balanced. So I try to find things that have, like, at least have the same colors in them. Sometimes it's hard because they vary so much, but flying beads. Everywhere, flying beads. But I do try. Like these two would match kind of close. They're not going to be perfect because they're gemstones, so the colors vary. What about you and you? Oh, there you are. So that's what I wanted to tell you, and when I get it done, I'll be back. Sorry. I also wanted to tell you, you can totally exclude the rondelles, and just put the seed beads in there. If you couldn't find them, if you don't, you can do a whole bunch of different things. I'm only saying what I have, so that if you wanted to make it the same way, you know what to look for, what beads, what color, and etc. I'm not saying anything else. Now I'll be back. Okay, so with 6 sections on each side, it's at 17.5, and for me, that's perfect, because by the time I add my clasp, it'll make it like 18.5. If you wanted it longer than that, add however many you want. Each section with the seed beads is about 1.5 inches. So you'd have to take it from there as far as how big you want it. Alright, where's my washi tape? Where'd it hide at? Right there. If you're going to use tape to hold your beads, make sure you get it good and wrapped around that wire. Because I did have mine fly off one day. Alright. So the reason I add other beads is to spread these beads out. I mean, there's plenty here to make a necklace set, a necklace, earring, and bracelet set without adding the bicones. But I like to have that variety, diversity. I don't think these are going to work. Maybe they will. I don't know. Funny like that. Of course, you could make it all gemstones if you wanted to. The possibilities are endless. Could you do fit in a number 2? But will you close? That is the question. Let's find out. Yes, you do. Woohoo! And like I usually say in my videos, if you want to cut your wire off at the crimp tube, you can. I don't. It's how I learned. So that's how I do it. I don't know, creature of habit, I suppose. If you don't get your work tight, Sometimes you can be poked by the wire. But why am I thank you. Wasting so much time here. Alright, I'm going to get this on, then I'll get the bracelet made, and I'll be back. We'll make earrings. For the bracelet, I'm cutting off 10 inches. Sorry. So, I measured the necklace, and four sections exactly make 7 inches, but I like to center things. So, I'm going to start in the center, which is why I came back to tell you that. And then, I don't know, maybe cut off, we'll see, maybe cut off this little bit here. I have to wait till I get there. I'll be back while I'm thinking of it. So, my hands don't work a lot of times. They just don't. And, they drop things all the time. I'm dropping things constantly. I feel bad for my landlord. It just is, it's, I don't know. It is what it is. Kind of one of the reasons why I quit smoking, because I would have a cigarette in my hand, and they would just fall right out of my hands. Alright, so this is 6 1/4 right here up to the bicone. So I'm going to add a couple of seed beads on the end, and then my clasp, and I'll be back for the earrings. Sorry. That's why I tend to pause you a lot, because sometimes it takes, like, it is a struggle for me sometimes, you know? My hands just don't want to work. So, like the other video, the 46-minute long video, do you guys really want to see me struggling like that for that long? That's why I pause you, I get things done, and then I come back. And I'm not saying that to make anybody feel bad. I'm just making a statement before anybody goes jump into conclusions about that. Yeah, it is what it is, you know? And it's probably a good part of my... I don't know, maybe my own fault. I don't know. Let's see here. You should do. So, I'm sorry. Started spacing out there a minute. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's not always peaches and cream, you know? Like I said, sometimes it goes smoothly, sometimes it don't. Yeah, got them both in the same one, I think. Darn it. And usually pop that little end into the next bead. See if you fit. A little bigger than I'd like it. I would cut off. I would omit, like, maybe just put one seed bead or just the two. I would say one seed bead on each side rather than all three of them. So for earrings, when I think earrings, I think weight. Sometimes I'll use chandeliers if they're light. If they're heavy, if they feel heavy in my hand, I don't use them because I think of things a couple different ways. If it's heavy in my hand, right, it's going to be heavy on your ear, and the ear is just flesh. There's no bone, there's no cartilage. All you have is your scar tissue from your piercing and flesh. So if it weighs a lot, like to me, it doesn't make sense to use them. And I'm just saying, me. Just wanted to include that little disclaimer. You do what you want to do. I look at it this way. If I'm making them for somebody else, I don't want to be responsible for ripping their ear. It's just who I am. You know, I had my ear ripped, so I know what it's like. I had my piercing ripped. So now I have my one is fine and the other one is like a slit. You know, instead of a hole, it's a slit. So I know what it's like. And I don't want to do that to someone else. So anyway, I think we'll try to pick out something that looks alike because we want them to be, you guys are okay. Let's see, they're a little tannish. Could use you. Yeah, we'll go with those two. Then I'll use these two, I think. And, or do I want darker ones? No, you're actually... Yeah, I'll go with the darker ones. And then my two little things there. What did I do here? They are. So, back to the chandeliers. I do use them occasionally. But it goes by the weight for me. And I look at it, well, if the chandelier itself is heavy, then now you're adding head pins to it, and you're adding beads to it. So it's a lot of weight for an ear, in my opinion. So that's where, if I say they're too heavy, that's why I say they're too heavy. It's nothing personal against anybody else. It's just, I can't, I'm very particular about things, and I don't want to cause anybody else harm, so I don't, if I want to sell them, I don't want to take that risk. All right, there you are. So, I don't know why people take things personally these days, but they do, sadly. I'll be back when I get these done. And will you look at that? These are from Bead Box Bargains as well. Because yes, I shopped there. So this is their number. I don't know if they still have them because I bought these a while ago. Now let's go back to the hand issue for a minute. It's my hands. And when there's a strong... It's like, for me... Okay. There doesn't seem to be a happy medium as far as... jump rings and head pins go. There's like, they're either really, really heavy, hard, or they're really soft. It's like there is no in between for whatever reason. Where are you? Open. There you are. But it has nothing to do really with it. I guess it might, but I don't know. I don't know. Trying to explain myself when I don't really even... I shouldn't have to explain myself. Alright, so there's the earrings. There's the bracelet. And there's the necklace. I hope you all like. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.